we're going to discuss about the circulatory system of humans. Okay, you have already learned this in form 3. Okay, so the human heart consists of 4 chambers, 2 atria and 2 ventricles that are separated completely. Humans have a double circulatory system. This means that in one complete circulatory cycle, blood flows in the blood vessel through the heart twice. As there are 2 different circulation, humans are said to have a complete double circulatory system because the deoxygenated blood and the oxygenated blood do not mix. So humans have a double circulatory system because the blood will flow 2 times through the heart. Okay, and then also the oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood will not mix. That's why they are known as. That's why the system are known. The system is known as a complete double circulatory system. Okay, if you compare it with the amphibians is known as incomplete because the oxygenated blood and oxygenated blood mix together. But for humans, complete double circulatory system because the deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood do not mix. So this is the keyword lah. So to differentiate between the complete double circulatory system and incomplete double circulatory system. Okay. So let's take a look at this diagram. So you can see here. So the heart has 4 chambers. Okay. You can see we make it bigger here. So the heart has 4 chambers. Okay, right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. And you can also see that the blood not mixed together. Okay, so the right side will all carry the the deoxygenated blood. So the right side will carry will carry oxygenated blood. Okay, so that's why this system known as complete double circulatory system. Okay, and then for the structure also, you can see we have a blood vessel here, we have the vena cava, okay, pulmonary artery, aorta, pulmonary veins. So each blood vessel will carry different types of blood. So for example, vena cava and pulmonary artery will carry deoxygenated blood. So aorta and pulmonary vein will carry oxygenated blood. Okay, so we can see the explanation here. Okay, can refer to explanation, so make it smaller. So deoxygenated blood is transported through the pulmonary artery to the lungs for gases exchange. So oxygenated blood from the lungs is returned to the left atrium and flow into the left ventricle. Okay, so this is known as pulmonary circulation. So the first one we see here, deoxygenated blood here, right, is transported, number 1 here, number 1 right, is transported through the pulmonary artery to the lungs for gases exchange. Okay, the lungs to the gas exchange. So gases exchange occur in the alveolus. As you remember, alveolus. Okay, occur the gases exchange. So now the blood will get the oxygen. So we become oxygenated blood, right? So the oxygenated blood here will flow from the lungs to the left atrium. Okay, to the left atrium first and then to the ventricle through the pulmonary vein. Okay, so number 2 here. Number 1, the blood will flow from the oxygenated blood will flow through the pulmonary artery to the lungs capillaries for the gases exchange, and then after the blood become get oxygen and become the oxygenated blood, so the blood will flow to the left atrium through the pulmonary vein. Okay, and then the blood then will flow to the left left what? Left ventricle. To the left ventricle. So usually atrium refer to the upper part. Okay. Atrium, upper part. Atrium, upper. So ventricle, lower part. Lower part. Okay. So from the atrium we go to the ventricle. Left ventricles. Okay. Then what happened? See the explanation here. Okay, the blood is pumped from the heart to all the body tissues through the aorta. Okay, here number 3. Then number 4, then the oxygenated blood returns to the right atrium through the vena cava. So here, number 3 here. Okay, this is number 3. So the blood will flow or pump from the heart to all parts of the body through the aorta. Okay, to the systemic circulation, known as systemic circulation. Okay, in the systemic circulation, the exchange of gases occur. So from the cell, especially from the cell, of course, and also the blood capillaries. So same, we get the oxygen, we diffuse into the cell. Okay, and then CO2 from the cell, we diffuse into the blood capillary here. Okay, and then because of the cell, the oxygen already used by the cell. Okay, so what happened? Now a lot of carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide here produced by the cell will diffuse into the capillary here. Okay, into the capillary and then into the and then return back to the right atrium by the vena cava. Okay, so this process will keep on going continuously. Okay, so let us recap back. Okay, so let us recap. So I just erase this first because this one you have to know, you must know and you must memorize. Okay, and then you should not confuse with other circulatory system, right? Okay, so we make it bigger. As usual, make it bigger. Okay, so the first what happened is that the deoxygenated blood, okay, number 1 here, will flow from through the pulmonary artery, go to the lung capillaries or go to the pulmonary circulation. Okay, and then what happened? Gases exchange occur. Okay, so gases exchange occur. So the blood receive oxygen. Now the blood change it or become oxygenated blood. So from here the blood will flow back to the heart, to the left atrium. Okay, through the pulmonary vein. Okay, number 2. Then it will flow to the left ventricle. Okay, from the left ventricle, the blood will be pumped through the aorta. Okay, to the aorta, to all parts of the body or to the systemic circulation. Okay, systemic circulation where the gases exchange occur between the cells and the blood capillaries. Okay, so the cells will get the oxygen diffuse here. Okay, and the cell also will produce carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide will move into these blood capillaries and then become deoxygenated blood. So this means the blood here is deoxygenated blood. So will be transported back to the heart through the vena cava. So the process will continue until all the cells will get the oxygens lah. So this is the function of the circulatory system, to transport oxygen to all parts of the body. Okay, so this is for the human blood circulatory system. Human, not human. Yes, human circulatory system. Okay, so that's all for the circulatory system. If you have any problem to understand, you can PM me. Okay.